So whatever we have discussed in the previous class, we are going to learn some more examples on that topic. Okay. Now, what are the different problems we are doing on the numbers in our daily life situations? So we did in the previous class some of the problems. Now we will continue those. So now I am going to explain some of the exercise problems. Large number used in our daily life situation. Okay, how we are using the numbers in our daily life situation? According, that means some of the same problems are given in this exercise. Okay, observe second problem. First problem already we have did in Lok Sabha election. The elected candidate got 5,87,000 votes. 87,500 votes. And defeated candidate got 3,52,768 votes. How many did the winner win the election? Did the winner win the election? Okay, now once again I am reading the question. Very simple. In Lok Sabha, the elected candidate got 5,87,500 votes and defeated candidate got 3,52,768 votes. By how many votes did the winner win the election? That means by how many votes? First, suppose I am giving one of the best example for you. One person is having 5 chocolates and another person is having 20 chocolates. Okay, now which person is having the more chocolates? That is the person who is first having 5 chocolates, second person is having 20 chocolates. So by comparing those two numbers, 5 and 20, 20 is more. That's why that second person is having more number of chocolates. By how many more chocolates he is having if I am asking the question? So what is the difference between those two? That is 20 minus 5, which is equal to 15. So second person is having 15 chocolates more than the first person. Here also same thing. Election is nothing but the person who is getting the more votes, that person will elect it. 768. Okay, that means elected person got these many votes. Now, what is the difference between those two votes? That will give the difference between those two candidates. By how many votes the elected person won the election will give their difference. Okay, difference is nothing but ఎక్కువ ఓట్స్ వచ్చిన పర్సన్ So the person who got more votes, first we need to take that. That person only won the election. By how many votes is, by what majority they will do. So the difference between those two persons will give the what is the majority of the votes. How much majority he, by how much majority he got the election. Okay. Now observe the question. Elect candidate got number of votes. So number of votes got by the elected person is equal to 5,87,500. Right? Complete statement in one line like this only. So what is the maximum number? That one we need to write first while we are doing the subtraction. And number of votes got by defeated person. That means who lose the election, who was lost the election. That person is defeated person. Sorry, by the defeated person is equal to 3,52,768. Okay, first one, the number of votes got by the elected person is equal to 5,87,500, and number of votes got by the defeated person is equal to 3,52,768. What is the difference between these two values? We will find first. So difference of these two values, that is nothing but subtraction. Sum in the sense addition, difference is subtraction, product means multiplication, quotient in the sense division. Remember these keywords. Okay, difference is equal to, now 10 minus 8 is equal to 2. Because here 0 is there, we can't take. That's why we need to take borrow from the previous value. So it is 0 is there, that means we take from the, actually it is 10, but from 110 we have taken here, so it will become 9. Okay, so 10 minus, and this 5 will become 4. 10 minus 8 is equal to 2. 9 minus 6 is 3. 4 minus 7. Again 4 is not sufficient, so we will take borrow from the previous one, then it will become 14. 14 minus, and it will become 6. 14 minus 7, 7. 6 minus 2, 4. 8 minus 5, 3. 5 minus 3, 2. 2,34,732 will be the required value. So how to do the calculation, subtraction? Whenever, see, I am doing here 5,87,500, 3,52,768. So whenever you are doing the subtraction, first what is the greater number we have to take first, and then this is called subtrahend and minuend. Okay, now listen how we need to take the now compare digit by digit from right side. 0 and 8 is there. 0 is lesser than 8. That's why we can't take out 8 from 0. For that case, we are taking borrow from the previous number. But to take out previous number, to take 110, here no 10s are there because that is also 0. So go for previous letter. That will come 4. And here it will come 10 actually. This from this 10 we have taken 110. So it will become 9. Okay. So 10 minus 8 is equal to 2. 9 minus 6 is equal to 3. Here 4 and 7 we have. From this we have given 110 here. So here only 4 is there and 7 is there. Again it is not sufficient. So for that case we are taking 110 from previous number, that is 7. So from 17 it will become 6. We are giving 110 here. 10 plus 4, 14. So 14 minus 7 is equal to 7. 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. So what is the difference between the two persons votes? That is 2,34,732. Okay. So by this much, this many votes, the elected person won the election. So we need to write the statement also. By 2,34,732 votes, the elected person won the election. The elected person won the election. That's all. So whenever they are asking by how much, in that case we have to choose the subtraction method. Okay. Now coming to the next question. Write the greatest and smallest number found by the digit. Write the smallest number formed by the digit. Formed by the digit 5, 3, 4, 0 and 7, and find their difference also. Find their difference. Okay, now observe the question. Write the greatest and the smallest number formed by the digits. So here they have mentioned the digits. In this case, how we have to write the greater number and smaller number. So as we already done some of the questions depending on this. Here they are asking write the greatest and the smallest number formed by the digits. So 5 digits numbers we need to form. I am writing given digits are 5, 3, 4, 0 and 7. So therefore, the greatest number formed by the digits. Greatest number formed by the digits. So, but for to write the greatest number, we need to follow the descending order as we did already. So, what is the greatest digit here? 7. And next, what is the greatest digit? 5. And next, 4. Next, 3. Next, 0. So, whenever we are forming the greatest number, follow the descending order for the given digits. Okay. Whatever digits they are given, write the given digits in the descending order. So, what is descending order in the sense of bigger number to smaller number? While we are forming the bigger number, we need to follow the order bigger to smaller. Now, coming to the smallest number, the smallest 5-digit number. Formed by the digits is equal to 0. We can't take first. As I told you, if we are taking 0 first, it will become 4-digit number. But here 5 digits given, so 5 digits is smaller number we will write. So second smaller number, that is 3. Next 0, 4, 5, 7. That's all. So don't confuse while you are writing the greatest digits and greatest number and smallest number for the given digit. If 0 is not there, then directly we can write ascending order. But in case of smallest number, whenever 0 is there, in that case 0 we will take in the second place. Like 5 digits I have. In this case, I want to form the greatest digit, greatest number. So how should I write? A greatest number will be equal to descending order. That is 7 is the greater number. Next greatest one is 4. next one is 3, next one is 2, next one is 1. So this is the greatest number. Whenever greater number they are asking, there is no change. Whenever 0 is there, that will occupy the last place only. Then coming to the smaller number. So here what is the smallest digit? While we are writing smaller number, follow the ascending order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. That's all. So there is no difficulty while we are writing greatest and smallest numbers in when zeros are not included. If 0 is there, for greater number there is no change. But while we are forming the smaller number, just you need to remember that 0 we can't take first place at left side. We have to take it as second place. Okay. Now coming to the question, complete question. Form the greatest and smallest numbers. So we have formed the greater number and smaller number by the given digits and find their difference. Difference, as I told you just now, difference is nothing but a subtraction. Difference. So all these we need to write in complete single line only. 30,000 here 75,000. So 0, as I told you, when 0 is there, take the borrow from the previous value, that is from 3 is 110 I am writing here, so it becomes 2. So 10 minus 7, which will be equal to 3. And here 2 is there. 10th digit in the second number, 5 is there. From 2, we can't take out 5. So that case, we will take one more 10 from the previous number. Then it will become 10 plus 2, 12. And here it will become 3. So 12 minus 5 is equal to 7. Now here 3 and 4. 3 is smaller than 4. So again we will take borrow from the previous number. That will become here 4 and 10 plus 3, 13. 13 minus 4 will be equal to 9. And here 4 is there. So 4 minus 0 is 4. 7 minus 3 is 4. 44,973 is the required difference. So once again I am telling, whenever we are forming the greater number, follow the descending order of the given digits. So while you are writing the smaller number, if there is no 0 in the given digit, follow the ascending order. If there is 0, then give the second place for 0 and next smaller number we need to take in the first place. Okay. Among these numbers, 0 is the smaller number, after that 3. But if we are writing 0 here, it will become 4 digit number. That's why 0 I am writing in the second place, and next smaller digit is 3 I am giving in the first place. So that is the way to write greater numbers and smaller numbers and their difference. Instead of difference, if they are asking sum, in that case we have to go for addition. Okay. Now coming to the next problem. Coming to the next problem. A bicycle industry makes 3,125 bicycles each day. A bicycle industry makes 3,125 bicycles each day. Okay. Now observe the question. A bicycle industry day, 3,125 bicycles are manufactured in an industry, bicycle industry. Find the total number of bicycles manufactured for the month of July. Manufacture is nothing but preparing. Okay, means on that day how many cycles are prepared? Any cycles? ఎవ్రీ డే ప్రతిరోజు 3,125 సైకిల్స్ తయారు చేస్తుంది ఒక కంపెనీ. ఓకే, ఫైండ్ ది టోటల్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ బైసికల్స్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్డ్ ఫర్ ది మంత్ ఆఫ్ జూలై. సో జూలై మంత్ లో ప్రతిరోజు 3,125 బైసికల్స్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్ చేస్తే జూలై మంత్ లో ఎన్ని సైకిల్స్ తయారు చేస్తారు ఆ కంపెనీ వాళ్ళు? దట్ ఈస్ ద క్వశ్చన్. సో నా అబ్జర్వ్ వాట్ ఎవర్ గివెన్. సి ఫర్ సపోజ్ I have 20 rupees. Okay, first day I am using 2 rupees. Next day again I am using 2 rupees. Again like that only 2 rupees I am repeatedly using. Total I have 20 rupees. So still how many days I can use that 20 rupees? 20 by 2, that is nothing but 10 days. Okay, means 2 into 10 is equal to 20. 2 into 10, same number, several days I am using. That's why 2 into 10 multiplication we are doing. Here also for one day 3,125 bicycles are manufacturing that company. Okay, so suppose I am writing for one day 2 pages in my notebook. Okay, one day 2 pages I am writing, and for 2 days how many pages I can finish? 2 and 2, total 4. For 3 days 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6. For 4 days 2 into 4, 8. For 5 days 2 into 5, 10. Like that, that company also for one day preparing 3,125 bicycles. So how many bicycles that company can prepare for the month of July? So in the month of July, how many days are there? Okay, June, sorry, here month July they have mentioned. So in this month they may change the month name also. Suppose July said, so in the month of July we have 31 days. Okay, for 31 days we need to find out how many number of skills will be manufactured. If June given, in the month of June we will get only 30 days, so we need to take that value. And in case of February, like, see, according to the question we need to take the days. Okay, next question, number of bicycles manufactured for one day is equal to 3,125 bicycles. And how many cycles that company can make for the month of July? For that, first of all, how many days are there in the July? We need to find number of days in the month of July is equal to 31. Therefore, number of bicycles manufactured, that means prepared, for the month of July. See, just now I told you, for one day I am writing 2 papers. Okay, 2 pages. For 2 days I am writing 2 into 2, which is equal to 4. 2 into 1 is equal to 2. For 3 days I am writing the pages 3 into 2, which is equal to 6. Here, for one day, bicycle industry making the cycles 3,125. So like that, how many cycles it is preparing for the month of July? So for the month of July, we have 31 days. So that is nothing but 31 into 3,125. So do the multiplication and write the answer. So that multiplication calculations, if you want to do 3125 into 31. So it is a dense digit number. Go through with the normal multiplication. First to take the units digits and multiply. So 1 5 are 5, 1 2s are 2, 1 1s are 1, 1 3s are 3. Whenever we are doing this calculation from right side onwards, we have to start. Next digit is 3. So 3 is in the 10th place. So we need to place that 3 that calculation from this carry. 3 to the 6, 6 plus 1 is 7. 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9. Now 5, 7, 8, 6, 9. That is 96,875. So total number of bicycles manufactured in the month of July are 96,875. So if you want to do the calculations here only, you can do here. Otherwise, if you want to roughly, you can do and write the answer directly. Okay. This is the way to do. Now we observe these 4 problems. So we have an addition, Commonwealth Games. So 4 days they are mentioned. What is the total number of people visited that games they are asking? So that 4 we did. Okay. We did addition, total number whenever they have asked. And in the second question, Lok Sabha election. So in by how many votes the elected person won the election they have asked. So by how many votes in the sense they are asking the difference between those 2 votes. And coming to the third question, formation of the numbers we have read and find the difference distance. Difference in the sense subtraction again. First question addition, second question subtraction, third question subtraction, and coming to the fourth question. Here they are, see, this is our real life example, and for this we are using the multiplication operation. So here in this chapter we have studied how to read write the numbers, how to do the different calculations, how to apply the basic operations on the numbers, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So how many basic operations we have? Totally 4. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So whatever word problems or any other problems, whenever they are asking, they may ask either for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, whatever type of numbers. Okay. Now coming to the fifth problem. A helicopter covers so till now we have taken the examples for addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Now further we are going to simplify division problems also. So now for fifth question, a helicopter covers 600 kilometers in 1 hour. In 1 hour. How much distance will it cover? How much distance will it cover in 4 hours? Express your answer in meters. Okay, now observe the question. A helicopter covers 600 kilometers in 1 hour. How much distance will it cover in 4 hours? Express your answer in meters. So after that we will do the conversion. Till that, first of all, find out it. For 1 hour, helicopter is covering 600 kilometers. Like that, it is traveling for 4 hours. Okay. So what is the distance covered in 4 hours? 1 hour, 6 hours. 2 hours, 6 into 2. That is 600 into 2. Okay. 4 hours asking. 4 into 6. That is 4 into 24. 2,400 meters covered by this, but they are asking the answer in meters. So now write this. Given distance covered by helicopter capture in 1 hour is equal to 600 kilometers. Okay. Now, distance, therefore, the distance covered by helicopter in 4 hours is equal to 600 kilometers into 4. So that is nothing but 4 into 6. 4 6 are 24 and 2 zeros are multiplication. See, 1 hour they are given. It's so many hours changed and distance asking. Number is changed by more number. Here 1 and here 4. If it is 2, 3, we can do addition or directly we can say. But when 4, 6, like that they are changing the number. Same number we need to add again and again. So multiplication is nothing but repeated addition. See, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. That is nothing but 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 3, 9, 9 plus 3, 12. So here we are adding repeatedly same number, that is 3. Okay, repeatedly same number we are adding. Instead of that, which number we are adding? 3 we are adding. How many times we are adding? 4 times. So 3 into 4, which is equal to 12. That's why multiplication is nothing but adding the same number. Okay. Adding the repeated number is known as multiplication. Instead of going for addition, we are using the multiplication. Okay. Now coming to the conversion. Till here answer over. For the distance covered for 4 hours is equal to 2,400 kilometers. But the question is express your answer in meters. So we have the relation between, see here the question is in kilometer and they are asking to convert it into meters. So we have the 1000 meters. Therefore, which is equal to 2,400 into 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer is nothing but 1000 meters. So 1000 meters, that's all. Which is equal to how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros are there. Meters. That is nothing but 24 lakh meters distance covered by the helicopter. Since because of this relation, we have did that answer. Okay. Now coming to the next problem. The total weight of a bag of a box of 5 biscuit packets. 5 biscuit packets of same size. It's 8 kilograms, 400 grams packet. Okay. Now once again I am reading the question. Observe. The total weight of a box of 5 biscuit packets of same size is 8 kilograms 400 grams. Means total weight of some box. That box is having 5 biscuit packets. Each packet weight is same. What is the weight of each packet? See, for suppose I have 20 chocolates. I want to give equal number of chocolates to the person. So that equal number of chocolates to this 5 person. Okay. I have total chocolates 20. I want to distribute this 20 for 5 children in the equal number. Okay. Once again, I am repeating. 20 chocolates. నా దగ్గర ఉన్న 20 చాక్లెట్స్ ని నేను 5 పీపుల్ కి ఈక్వల్ గా పంచాలి. సో ఆ టైంలో ఏం చేయాలి? ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ డివైడింగ్ with that number of children, 5 ones are 5 fours are. So each person, if I am giving for each person 4 chocolates, okay, then they will get equally. See, for suppose first person 4, another person 4, and third person also 4, fourth person also 4, fifth person also 4. Observe, 4 plus 4, 8, 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 4, 16, 16 plus 4, 20. So whatever chocolates I have, that one I was distributed equally to the 5 children. So when total weight of 5 biscuit packets of same size is this one, what is the weight of each packet? So here what is the number of chocolates? How many number of chocolates got by each person is equal to total chocolates by number of persons. Yes or no? Here also total weight by number of packets if we are taking, we will get the weight of each packet. Okay, I hope you understood. Whenever we are taking total value and number of children or number of persons, then we will get for each person how many chocolates we are getting. Here also weight of total biscuit packets is equal to 8 kilograms 400 grams. So total how many biscuit packets are there? 5. If we are doing that, what is the weight of each packet we will use? That's all. So here we need to mention given total weight of the box. Total weight of the box is equal to 8 kilograms 400 grams. So I am changing it into any one of the units, either kilograms or grams. So I am using grams only. 8 kilograms is nothing but 8,000 grams plus 400 grams. That is nothing but 8,400 grams. Since 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. For that sake, 8 kilograms is equal to 8,000 grams. Okay. This is the total weight of the biscuit packets in grams. If you want to write in kilograms, instead of this 8.400 by 1,000 will be. Okay, leave it. Now coming to the question. Number of biscuit packets in the box. How many given? Number of biscuit packets in the box is equal to 5. So as I told you, when we are dividing the total value by the numbers, then we will get the weight of each packet. So that is nothing but therefore weight of each biscuit packet, weight of one biscuit packet or each biscuit packet is equal to total weight, that is 8,400 grams divided by 5. So 5 ones are 5 ones are 5, 34, 5 is a 30, 40, 5 is a 40, 1,680 grams in case of grams. If I want to represent it is in, I ask the question how it is represented. That is 1 kilogram 680 grams. Just remember, kg is having 1,000, that is 3 digits, 3 zeros. So last 3 digits comes under grams, and before that whatever is there that will come under kilograms. For suppose I have 17,640 grams. I want to convert into kgs and grams. Here last 3 digits we will get 4 grams. Previous digits kilograms. 17 kilograms 640 grams. That's all. Okay. So this is the way to simplify. When total weight given and number given, if for one value they are asking, we need to go for division. See, here 5 number is more and the weight of each packet. So one packet asking 5 and 1. So we have to go for division. If in case is one biscuit packet weight given and asking for 5 biscuit packets, in that case we need to go for multiplication. Okay. Don't confuse. Now coming to the next problem. The distance between the school and the bus stop is the distance between the school and bus stop. School and bus stop is 1 kilometer 875 meters. Every day, Gayatri walks both the ways to attend the school. Both the ways to attend the school. Find the total distance she walked in 6 days. Find the total distance she walked in 6 days. Okay, observe the question. The distance between the school and bus stop is 1 kilometer 875 meters. So distance school to bus stop is this much. Every day Gayatri walks both the ways to attend the school. So to attend the school, she is walking in both the ways. Both the ways means she is coming to the bus stop, and from bus stop she is coming to the school, and from school she is going to the bus stop. 2 times she is walking per day. Find the total distance she walked in 6 days. Like that, 6 days, how much distance she is covered. See, both the ways keep aside. For suppose distance is this one. See, for suppose I am coming by walking daily 10 kilometers. Daily 1 kilometer, for suppose. Okay, 1 kilometer I am coming. I am covering the distance to reach the school from my home. Okay, for two again while I'm going again I need to cover 1 kilometer. So from home to school I'm covering the distance 1 kilometer. Okay, and from school to home I need to go again. So 1 kilometer. Like that, totally 2 kilometers I am covering per day. Okay, for one day I am covering the distance 2 kilometers. For that, like that, for 6 days. 6 days, how much distance I will cover? For one day I am covering 2 kilometers. For 6 days I need to cover 6 into 2, that is nothing but 12 kilometers. Okay. Now coming to the question. Gayatri walks both the ways to attend the school. Both the ways means she is covering the distance from bus stop to school, again school to bus stop. How much? 1 kilometer 875 meters. So she is going both the ways. Into 2 we have to do. 1 into 2, 2 kilometers. Okay, for one day. Like that, she is walking 6 days. Means whatever distance, this 1 into 2 into 6 we have to. Okay, now observe. Given the distance between the school and bus stop, or bus stop and school, no problem, is equal to 1 kilometer 875 meters. So I am writing it in same okay, like this given. Now given Gayatri walks both the ways to attend the school every day. Okay, every day she is walking in both the ways to attend the school. Therefore, the distance covered by Gayatri, the distance covered by Gayatri for one day I am finding first is equal meters into 2. Both the ways she is attending means 2 times she is walking per a day same distance. While coming she is covering the distance 1 kilometer 875 meters. Again while going. Now the distance covered by Gayatri for one day is equal to 1 kilometer 875 meters into 2. Okay, now leave that one like that. Okay. Therefore, the distance covered by Gayatri for 6 days is equal to, for one day she is covering 1 kilometer 875 meters into 2, and like that she is covering for 6 days into 6. That's all. Into 2 6 are 12. So now multiply with 12. 12 5 are 60. 12 7 are 84. 84 plus 6 90. 12 8 are 96. 96 plus 9. Okay. That is 105. 12 1s are 12. 12 plus 10. 22. 22 kilometers 500 meters. Okay, multiplication, as you have to do the multiplication with 5 and after that with 6. Otherwise, first multiply 2 and 6, then multiply with the given number. So this is the way to simplify.